Chimera update 23.10.6 is now available on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. First off, the Plague Star event will be returning on Friday, November the 2nd at 2 PM ET. It has been added in there that this was coming back, and well, it is, and now you know when it's going to come. This will of course have the arbitration lethal alerts, elite alert, whatever you want to call them, and these are actually pretty hard to do. You have one life. When you die, you're out. You can be revived by your teammates, but once you actually die, you're done. But no matter how many times it tells you don't leave, you still have to wait for the end of the mission, otherwise you get no rewards. I learned that one the hard way. They are worth trying out because you can collect that resource, go to the Arbiters of Hexus and see the guy on the left, and he has some new items for you to play with. I still want that sigil glyph thing. There is also 2 new weapons, the Pop Assist, which honestly I still regret waiting a week to play with that. The particle effect on it was actually really nice, and yes, I know I called that other weapon the Lesion, but that was for a reason. I'm not calling it the Legion, it's just a weird name for it. I preferred Lesion. Yeah, personal preferences to what you actually name these things, because, well, they just have, most of these things have weird names. Like the other new melee weapon, the Falcor. I don't know, my brain went straight to Falcon as soon as I saw the name, but no, it's called the Falcor. It's a new corpus-based glaive that does visually look amazing, just like the Pop Assist, but it's more demonstrating new things that they are bringing to the game with the ground pounds and the charged attacks that the rest of the glaives have. But this one, it just visually looks so much better, and it's still a pretty decent melee weapon, but I don't know, I still think I prefer the normal glaive. Given a choice between the normal glaive and the Falcor, I would still choose the Falcor, but I don't know, it just, again, it's down to personal preference which one you take, both of which are a pain to research because they are inside of Clan Labs. Then there are 2 new skins. There is one for the dual dagger, which is still weird because it only shows 1, and then there is one for the machete, which does make the machete look nicer, but this is still a forgotten weapon type that there wasn't really an amazing machete. They should release an amazing machete and bring the weapon back, because I think there's 3 or 4 machetes and none of them are really any good, sadly. Past that, the login 2.0, the daily tribute changes, has of course come live as well, meaning that you, and I have a few screenshots I can use of this, you can actually choose between rewards, and the more days played you have, the better these rewards will actually get, and it's still in the air whether this system is good or not. I like it, it's visually better, and it just, getting more than 1 reward at a time is just better in every way. It's just the ability to choose the melee weapon, any of the login reward weapons. You kind of have this weird ability to choose them from day 100, which, as I say, it's just weird. You now have the ABC customization for your operator clothing. It doesn't change the way that the operator appears appearance-wise, just the clothing side of it, which is great because a lot of people have been after this for a long time. There is the 7 new Syndicate capture scenes, the new infinite gear wheel. It's not infinite, it's actually locked at 99 items. This has also brought the infinite Arcwing launcher for the open world, the coming Fortuna open world, and the Plains of Eidolon, as well as 2 mods. There is Death Cube's energy generator, which is, it allows him to drop an energy orb after he assists in 10 kills, and Shade's ambush, which, when ghost invisibility is broken, Shade's owner is granted 120% damage for 3 seconds. These 2 mods are actually really nice. Then of course there is the Chimera mini quest thing that will give you the melee weapon afterwards. That's going to cost you a small fortune to build, but that, well, you're best off. Massive spoilers for this one. And really shouldn't forget, there is these Tenogen, the bundle, yeah, 33. If you're interested in them, they will obviously be in the marketplace. I'm not trying to name them or anything else. And there is a ton of things that come with these, like the new particle effects, some of the Revenant changes that did make him a little bit better to use. Dojo additions, there are over 40 decorations. Few changes. Wow, actually. This, in theory, yep, it tells you when somebody has left, when somebody has been invited, when somebody has joined. Ooh, I actually didn't know they did that. I've seen it, ow. I've seen it in action, but I didn't actually know that was actually live. There is also something to do with, there it is, added the duplicate button for dojos. As I mentioned yesterday, I think it was, covering the being able to go and see the contest winners' dojos. That, the skill, the time, the patience that those people had was amazing, and that will probably help those who aren't as skilled learn how to do it and become skilled. There is the changes to the melee sounds, just the sounds. This isn't melee 3.0. The incubator changes, which now, instead of it you needing the adapter to make it work better, it's just kind of a standard thing. It's shortened the recovery time from 3 hours to 30 minutes. You can rush it for 10,000 credits instead of 10 platinum. I don't know where 100,000 came from. You can rename them cheaper. Big thing being, they removed the limit for the Kubro eggs. You can now carry more than one. And then there is these changes to the cursor. It's just different colours. A huge list of additions and a giant list of fixes, as always. Because this is probably the last update the console will get until Fortuna launches. They said soon after it launches on PC. Hopefully, that means mid-November. It'll come sometime in November. We still don't have it on PC, so we don't know when it will actually launch, and it depends how many bugs they have to fix as to when it will eventually come out on console. But we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.